Hey y'all, welcome back. This is Michelle from Michelle's Empty Nest, and today we are going to do week 19 in my 2022 Project Life. So that is May the 8th through the 14th. So this is the week that included Mother's Day. I run my Project Life weeks from Sunday to Saturday. I know a lot of people do Monday to Sunday, but my week in my mind always starts on a Sunday. That's just how I look at the calendar, and so I run mine Sunday to Saturday. So it'll start on Mother's Day and end on that following Saturday. So I have my photos already printed and cut down, and I did have quite a few photos for this week, so I have 3 flip-ups. I'm doing 9 by 12 for my 2022 Project Life, and I just had more photos than I had room for. So I will be creating some flip-ups. I have a piece of just regular printer paper, just, what is it, like 20 pound, I think is what it is. Whatever the normal thin printer paper is. I have that to make my hinges out of. I already have my cards chosen. I don't know exactly where everything is going this week, but I think I have the right amount of pieces pulled. I'm going to try to use this little chipboard that says a little story from May. And then I also have all 5 of the little fabric patches that are in the shapes of banners pulled this week because I have 5 groups of photos, and I think I can make the sentiments work for each of the photos that I have or the stories that I'm trying to tell this week. So that's the plan, and I think I am going to, let's see what I want to do today. I think I'm going to put you on fast forward and work through the layout that way, since I do have to make all these hinges, and that would take a little while to talk through. So I think we'll just go on fast forward, and I'll come back and talk to you at the end. So let's do it. Okay, I'm going to start off by pulling over my page protector and then getting my photos laid out where I want them. I knew I had enough to fill up my spots, but I didn't really know exactly how I was going to arrange everything this week. So I'm going to take a minute here and just kind of work through that. And I was trying to kind of just spread out the darker tone photos versus the lighter tone ones. So I end up changing around the yeah, those right there, they're going to stay just like that. So the little bit lighter sky background with that boba tea and the lighter background in my husband's surgery picture, I just felt like they needed to kind of be spread out. So now I'm going to cut my hinges, and I do these at 2 inches, and I've mentioned this several times before, but I hate not to go through it in case somebody is watching one of my videos for the first time, or maybe you're new and haven't seen a hinge being created before. So I make them at 2 inches, and for the 6-inch photos or cards, I cut them at about 5 3/4, and for the 3-inch photos or cards, I cut them at about 2 3/4, just to give me that little bit of wiggle room. Then I score them. Sometimes I just fold them in half by hand, but since I had 4, I went ahead and scored them. And I think I said 3 flip-ups in the introduction, but there's actually 4. And then I'm just going to burnish those down really well with my Teflon bone folder. And then I think, yeah, go ahead and start with the 4x6 or 6x4 photo. And I start with the bottommost photo, put it on the inside bottom hinge, and then I start with whatever's going to be on the inside of the flip up. And in this case, it's a card that says All Things Seem Possible in May. So this came from the May Stories by the Month kit 2022. And I put that in place on the hinge, and then I can flip it over and put the top picture or the top card, whatever the case may be. And I'm showing you there. My husband thought it was hilarious while he was still a little loopy that he was having to leave his middle finger elevated per the doctor's instructions. So he was a little out of it, and I just had to get that photo. So I am going ahead and doing the other 3 flip ups. It's all 3 right there across the middle. I just had more photos that I wanted to include this week, so I just made them all 3 be a flip up. And then I'm going to turn my attention to my title card, and I'm going to use that little flag or banner chipboard. It says a little story from May, and I just thought it would be good to kind of fit it right into that banner that was already there. So that's what I did, and then I put my date range up there in the banner above it, and I will come back and put a puffy heart in between the dates, just kind of as a separator. So now I'm going to put all 5 of these fabric banners in place. It was perfect that I had 5 photos, 5 little stories, and 5 banners. So I'm just working around trying to decide. I wanted to make sure I had a banner on there that made sense on the photo, and then just kind of worked around as to where I wanted to place it on each photo so that they were kind of staggered, not all at the top, not all at the bottom, not all on the right or the left, just kind of a good mix. So they're all in place, and I'm going to do my journaling, and I kind of start and then I skip through some of it, but I do actually do it more on camera. I usually just go completely off to the side and turn my camera off, but I just left it rolling today and just kind of went ahead and got started on the journaling there. And I try to come up with enough to say so that it looks fairly similar. So like I tried to get about 3 lines, and it worked out pretty well this week. Sometimes it doesn't, but I try to make it be pretty even in the little story spaces there. And all of these cards, well, not all, let me go back. The Just Awesome card and the one under my husband's surgery photo, those 2 came from another kit. I don't remember which one, but everything else is from this month. So once I put that that heart in place, that's going to finish me up, and I'll be back to talk to you. Okay, I'm going to call this one good right here. I really like how the colors kind of all ended up being in the same range of tones, maybe. Like they're all pretty similar, and they all seem to go fairly well with my cards that I chose this week. So that always makes me happy. I also loved that I was able to use up another chipboard as well as all 5 of those little fabric banner pieces. It just worked that I had 5 groups of photos and the sentiments all worked well. So I'm down to only 2 pieces of chipboard left out of this kit. This is the May Stories by the Month kit from Allie Edwards. So that makes me extremely happy. I will read you my journaling real quick. It's just 5 quick little stories. My new doctor suggested I give the paleo plan a try in order to help with my numbers. I enjoy a delicious mango boba tea whenever I can, and I never turn down Starbucks. So that's the photo underneath. I'm sure you've seen it by now if you watched the rest of the video. And then I said, Ben brought over a card game, Starflux, for us to play on Mother's Day. So fun. We laughed and had the best time. My husband and I had never played before. And the rules were kind of made up as you went based on the cards you had and the cards that were on the table. So it was just a lot of fun to play. And I was glad that he thought to bring that over for us to have a little bit more time to spend together on Mother's Day. And then Olin had surgery on his right middle finger to remove a cyst. All went well. And I probably showed the photo in the video earlier. But he just thought it was hilarious while he was still sort of half loopy from the anesthesia that it was his middle finger that he was having to hold up and keep elevated per the doctor's orders. So, yeah, he was pretty funny, pretty loopy. And then the last story, which is probably hard to see on camera, but it says, I love these boys of mine. We had an awesome time together on Mother's Day. And so we took a normal photo and then, I think it was Austin said, "Why are you sitting up so straight? We're all leaning back." So I just leaned back and threw up a deuce there. And my husband kept snapping photos. And then I just put this card under there to use up another one that says May. I think this was the marketing card. All things seem possible in May. And so that worked well, and the black went well with what I was doing also. So I appreciate you stopping by very, very much today. It means more to me than you will ever know. If you enjoyed the video, I would love a thumbs up down below, and please consider hitting that subscribe button if you have not already. There will be some close-ups at the end, as well as over on Instagram, where I would also love for you to follow me. I share lots of things over there that never make their way to YouTube. And until I see you in the next video, take care of yourself. Do something good for yourself, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.